Welcome to Fundación Bacalarte, here in Warsaw in Poland. This is a place that combines visual arts and music. I am Malena Kapica, and I'm visual artist and educator. Here with me today for this podcast are
Rosa, yoga and tantra practitioner.
Solone, a singer, songwriter, choreographer.
and
Lin'ard, entertainer, singer, songwriter, producer.
we are here to put perspective of different artists from different backgrounds all together on the same topics and just see what happens. And today my first question for you guys is there art without spirituality? And is spirituality some kind of form of art?
I think that life itself is the expression of spirit.
Yes.
It is the spirit expressing itself in some way, and we, as spiritual beings,
Yes.
are observing. We have the right to observe and to then express our feelings and our impressions that are expressed upon us by the spirit of life. So, in answer to your question, is life is art a spiritual thing? The act of creating art is most certainly a spiritual thing.
Yes.
Yes.
And art itself is the expression of life. Life becomes art. So I would say yes on both counts.
Exactly.
Well, see, this is why when you see art, or a person is looking at a painting, or they're listening to the music, automatically that spirit starts to resonate with something they're looking at. It's because a spirit created that. And the only way we can get moved by another person's creation is it resonates in our spirit.
Exactly. So we can say that reason of creation comes from the heart, mind, and spirit.
There you go.
Because
Yeah,
this is
that's
connected.
actually really good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
Agreed.
And first of all, the spirit motivates us. It does everything. The spirit does everything for us. It wakes us up during the day, every day. You don't wake up until your spirit moves you.
Yes. But you know, there are some people who don't believe in spirituality.
Yeah, I was actually thinking
There are some
about
people
that.
who think, oh, I created it just because of business, for marketing. I created something like the project just because I want to make money from it.
Right.
But okay, this person is not spiritual. But we, as spiritual people, consider his art, we can consider his art as act of spirit.
I think
So-
sometimes the people, I don't believe there is such a thing as a non-spiritual being that is living. I think that sometimes people are unaware of the spiritual, no, not maybe even unaware. Simply just never occurred to them that they are here as a product of spirit, that their spirit, as Lin'ard said, helped them to rise out of bed in the morning, that this is not an accident, this is an act of life expressing itself, and in order for you to express life, you have to continue, so you need to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And this is the spirit moving.
Well,
us.
one thing I can say too, with that, touching on Barry's what he just said, the one thing that has ruined a lot of people in the world, the people that doesn't believe in spirituality, is the religions that's in the world. They have really tainted what spirituality is. So now a lot of people become rebellious against the notion that there's a spirit greater than them.
So we're going to talk about religion here today?
No.
No.
Religion is not the topic.
I'm joking, I'm joking. You know.
Because the thing is, spirituality transcends far beyond
It's
whatever
just one.
Organization.
or whatever religion could even
Yes,
touch on.
yes.
But religion is one tool of
It's
spirituality.
well, no, it's not even a tool
not
of
a tool,
spirituality.
but-
It's a tool of manipulation.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah, I would agree.
yeah.
Yes.
So because spirituality is a spirit. It has it only dwells in either the positive or the negative.
Religion is an institution.
And religion now,
Yes,
is
I know that.
yeah. So
You know.
But
my,
for some
my
people-
question wasn't absolutely about the religion.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like,
However, good
Yeah,
point. Good point.
I didn't want to like
Go there.
go that wasn't my idea, but Lin'ard actually and Rosa already like find me on the same level of the deeper thinking that any constitution of any sort of religion, like I'm not saying religion is bad or wrong, I just don't consider myself a religious person,
But for some people-
I consider myself as a spiritual person.
Now, I feel religions are wrong.
Yes.
I'm on that.
Me too. I'm on this path too.
I'm
but
on that
for some
page.
people,
For some people, though,
their religion is spirituality only.
well,
Unfortunately.
yeah, we'll see that now.
Their
Their
only
time-
path to
Their
spirituality.
only
But-
path to
yes.
spirituality is religion,
Yes.
which is now we go back to art and the spirit, the spirit that created the art. All of this that ties together. When you get out of that box of the religious point of view, and you allow yourself to connect to something greater than that divine that system that's set in place. You can start to now broaden your thinking now to where the spirit now that you tap into that brings art forward.
So
Malena, you know how difficult it is for people to get past the distractions that are all around them. So in other words, to find their spirituality, they have to ignore a million things that are happening around them.
They're
So
not noticing.
the rat race and the pace of everything for many people is overwhelming, and this is it can prevent them from being able to be in touch with their own spirituality. That's how I see it.
yeah, of course, yeah. But so, would you say that art in any form is a sort of spirituality expression?
Yes.
It's true,
Oh,
it sure
yes.
is. It is.
Definitely.
And the thing is, and what's beautiful about art, and what's beautiful about spirituality, is it is all individualistic, and it's from each individual's point of view.
Yeah.
You can see something, and from a visual artist,
Yeah.
you now interpret it, and you can come up with a painting or a picture or something, and to you that fear, this is what that feeling brought forth.
Yes.
Barry could hear it, and all of a sudden, as soon as he sees something, he start writing lyrics.
It's possible.
So this is how he would feel it,
Yeah.
Possible.
Yes.
and Rose would feel the same way. She could,
Yeah.
just
I
like
feel somebody's energy.
you know, she could feel
I
that
feel the
energy.
flow,
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm already creating my own,
Oh.
basing on surroundings. So
Yes.
this all this energy moving.
It's
Yes,
true, and
exactly.
two people can also see the same thing, the very same object, from two different perspectives. So
Yeah, it's
your
very
feeling
true.
about that same thing might be different than your feeling.
Yeah.
And even if you're both painting pictures,
this
you might
is
paint
art.
two very different pictures,
And
and
this-
each can be
This is
beautiful
art.
And this is what art
individually.
Yes, this
This
is
is-
magic.
is.
It is.
It is
It
sort
is.
of
It is,
magic.
it is.
really
It is.
Well,
That's
see,
why
the
it is
thing is, it's like now.
spirituality.
Well, that's now we go back to the creative spirit that created us all. So now, that when we say it's magic, is that creative? We tap into that creative source that created all things. They don't. That spirit gives
Because
us the idea
creation
now.
It's magic.
So when we see
It's
something,
art.
we interpretate it and we can put it into art form.
Yes.
It's just like songs.
Yes.
Where do you get songs from? How
From
do
the
these songs?
heart, from the mind, what
Well,
you feel.
Well, the thing is now,
This-
I can get an idea at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes. And you will
And the,
wake
and the
up.
idea, I don't wake up. It wakes me up.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
same
You can-
type
yeah.
thing with
And so the thing
painting.
is now, did
It's like
I?
a calling.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, did I wake myself up to do this? No.
No.
So
It was
this
that
is what?
thing. It was that spirit.
Spirituality.
It was that
Exactly.
spirit that
The
woke
thing
me
is,
up.
I have a question,
Yes.
because as a creative person myself,
Yes.
as you know, I
Yes.
really truly am. I've always been my entire life.
We do believe you, hon.
My entire life from the very beginning. The question is, and again, back to this topic of the creator. Okay, I personally, as a creative person, don't believe that I've ever really created anything. I believe that what is exists, And even ideas are ideas that two people can have on two different sides of the planet at the same time. They are there. They exist in the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
And we, if we're lucky, if we're open, if we're receptive, we can perceive the ideas which are already there in existence. So I would consider myself a song stylist. If I'm writing something, I'm not creating anything. I'm simply trying to manipulate to try to model something which
And
closely
reflect
resembles
it.
the idea. Yeah. So I have a difficulty with people claiming they created something. Because even as a creative person, I don't always feel, or I never feel, that I'm the owner of a creation. It's something that was given to, it's like a gift, creativity. I consider it as
I
a gift.
understand.
I can actually identify, because I don't think I've ever said about myself as a creator. I was always referring to myself as a maker.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's nice.
So like painting,
Like
maker.
a carpenter, like Jesus was a
Yes,
carpenter.
yes.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, well, he was.
No,
He
I
was,
like
and
this.
he was
Like
making.
that kind of carpenter.
I like to create. I like to use the word creation even in the simple things like cooking. I'm creating something, but not creating that it's mine and possession. No, but creating something to give also. So we just have a different,
Yeah, it's an interpretation of the word
Exactly,
creation.
But you know what I like about the word maker is that you make something by yourself. Well, kind of by yourself. Kind of. You're making something. So you're a maker, but you can have as much influence upon of that as you'd like. When you're a creator, we already subconsciously think about absolute.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
An absolute.
yeah. So when I'm saying that I'm a maker, I'm a dressmaker, I'm a painting maker, I'm a mood maker with my arranging different, designs of stuff. And when I'm saying I'm a maker, I'm leaving this space for people to influence me, to other creative people to influence me, to other art influence me, to spirit influence me, to mood of my angry mom influence me, and let me make something.
And express it.
And
I like
express
that.
it.
That's really nice. Leaving room for others, for space for others to also create, to react, to interpret, to feed you information, to
So
feedback.
they are
I like
also
that. I like that.
creators.
I like
they
that.
are all like
They all make
becoming
it.
a part
They kind of make us.
of what we
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
What was interesting, what Barry said, but he don't feel like he ever created anything.
I don't.
That where two people on two different sides of the planet have two of the same ideas, which is very true. This is why
It is very true. That's true.
But the thing is now, now it comes down to the spirituality part of who's motivated to act on
That's the spirit.
on
of
the
Impulse.
idea that's been given to it. Because to me, we're not like actually the creator, because it's, like we said, that idea could wake us up in the night, and it is already in us now.
Yes.
It
We are
was
full in it.
something
Yeah.
divinely gave us this idea,
Yes.
and now we brought it forth.
We're instruments. We're vehicles.
So that's why I was going to say we're vessels. We're vessels to bring the knowledge forward. But sometimes, and I've been a victim of this, but sometimes I feel like I got an idea, it wakes me up, and I go, oh, this is great. But I'm too tired to get up right now, and I go back to sleep.
Uh-oh.
No, that's the worst thing.
And the thing is, I lose the idea
Of
now.
course.
Yeah.
Of
It's like
course.
with a
But the
dream.
person on the other side
Of the
of the
world.
world got up and did the idea,
Yes.
Sure.
and they've come out with music.
That's
Is
so
it
Now,
stolen
I did
though?
a song called Take the
That's
Time
great.
To.
Stolen.
Is it stolen?
I did a song called Take the Time To 30 years ago. I was playing the song. Stevie Wonder come out with a song, Master Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Same idea.
Mm-hmm. I believe that too.
His song became a hit record.
Exactly.
My song became a cult song of like where people in all around I was living in Key West, Florida. We just sang the song around. We would go, this sounds like the Stevie Wonder song.
That's cool.
But my song came out. I wrote my song first.
What does it mean?
But
always listen to your spirit.
No, but this
but
thing,
it was
Wake up in the
this
middle
thing
of
you're
the-
talking
in the
about.
night.
Have we all experienced that?
Yeah,
We have all-
I
Yes,
have
we
dreamt
have.
the most beautiful music. I mean, the most enchanting melody.
Right.
And then as I'm waking up, I'm still under the influence of the idea, and it's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Right.
And then 10 minutes later, I get a phone call, and then I come back, and it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad. In other words, yes, I do believe the message from this
Yeah.
is to really pay attention to this.
Yes, because
Yeah.
To be
it's
very alert
opportunities.
to your inspiration,
Yeah.
to your spirituality, to the
spirituality.
voice
Yes.
which speaks to you,
Yes.
and
It's
take
like
it
a
seriously.
separate person.
Yeah.
looking
Not
to
like,
you.
I can do it later. Like, act
Yes.
exactly as you are inspired. The inspiration is
Yes.
important. That important. I agree. Poor man.
Of course. Yes.
Great
Yeah.
story.
Yes.
Great
Yeah.
story.
Okay, so from the other side of my question, then we already agreed that there is spirituality in art, but is spirituality itself a form of art then?
Definitely art is a form of spirituality.
But if it's
all the way around.
Is the question again? Can you repeat that question? I have to really try
Is
to get it.
spirituality
A form.
a form of art?
Oh, I don't believe so. It could be.
No.
I don't believe
Well,
so.
I don't. Well, the reason why I don't believe so,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just me, but the thing is, spirituality comes before art.
Exactly.
Mm.
So, spirituality, we already made it all in agreement that our spirituality is what brings forth the art.
Mm-hmm.
So now art can't be turn to be the opposite.
Which comes
Right.
first, the chicken or the egg,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. So
Okay.
that, yeah.
But from
Or
the
a
other,
square.
So the thing is,
Yes.
everything
It's
you
like-
see that's created was brought forth
By-
through spirituality.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So even
This
so
is a
art,
driven.
this is what drives us.
Yeah.
I believe a
So-
spirit then becomes an entity. You see, we have, spirit is, I would call it, for lack of better words, a body or an entity. A spirit is in a location, and that spirit can be moved in various directions, or can move itself, or be moved in different directions, and that may result in the creation of some art somewhere along the line. But no, from my perspective, I can't see spirit itself spirituality being an art.
Yeah.
Unless you are a spiritualist, in which case your art is that you are a person who is adept at perceiving and somehow transferring spiritual information, in which case
Well,
maybe that could be an art.
Like,
Well,
that's,
but it's
that's,
not really visible.
but that,
Well,
but let's start with what is art, and if art have to be visible, if art has
Perceptible.
yeah, person.
but you can perceive spirituality of a different human being by your entity just being around them.
well now, you can. That's your spirit now. Perceiving another spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, what's coming out of your spirit now, you're gonna feel, we all, whether we know it or not, our spirit now is dictating to us what we're feeling when we get in a group of people like this. You understand?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Our spirituality, what our spirituality is and what our spirit is connected to, is now letting us know, am I in a comfortable environment?
Are you?
I am. But see now, I'm in a comfortable environment because I'm very, very, very comfortable with my own inner self.
Yes.
Because you
that's
love
very-
yourself.
Because I love myself.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I love other spirits and souls around. So no matter what environment I'm in, I'm always comfortable.
Oh,
Now-
I didn't want to hear that.
Now,
No, I'm just. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with that?
I'm sorry. It was just my sixth sense of humor.
That is so funny, but you're disappointed that he's gonna.
I was just joking. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just move back a little bit.
I didn't want you to feel comfortable.
You were supposed to be on point.
yeah. Well, and the thing is, of feeling comfortable now around other spirits. Now, when you can start to really feel in an environment a spirit energy that's not in agreement with the rest of the energy in the room. You can feel it.
Yes.
You can see, and sometimes on a person, you can even see it in their expressions.
And it influences your actions, your behavior.
Yes.
So
That-
this is
Huh?
already visible.
Back to what Malena was saying, though. I said we were talking about. She asked, "Does spirit always have to be perceptible? Does it have to be
No,
visible?"
perceptible, yes.
Perceptible, yes. But somehow
Yeah.
we have plenty of senses that we've been endowed with, and
Yeah.
that
Yes.
we've been given. And sometimes, if you can't see, you can hear. If you can't hear,
You can
you
feel.
can sense somehow. You can smell. You can
You can
taste.
feel.
You can.
You can feel though.
Yeah.
Feeling
This
is
is-
feeling is very arbitrary.
This
but
is.
yes,
But see now, we can feel things.
emotionally.
We can feel the spirit. The spirit is
Intuitively.
in the room.
intuitively, like with your intuition, and you can feel, the energy in your
Agreed.
room, right?
Agreed.
So that influences you. That
So that-
influences your
does that
actions,
answer your
and
question?
it is visible.
And now, as a Pisces person,
Uh-oh.
since it
there are
is,
two of them.
since
Okay,
it
okay.
is,
Happy birthday, by the way. Happy
Yeah,
birthday
yeah.
to you.
Happy
Yes.
birthday, guys.
yes. Since it is on this topic of spirituality, the Pisces is a very spiritual sign,
Mhm.
and it really is tapped into it really taps into spirituality, good or bad. So one thing that we do as Pisces, you want to just kind of meld into what the spirit is in your whatever environment you're in, whatever situation you're in. So
Adapt.
you try to adapt. And the thing
Like a
is,
mirror.
and the thing is,
Yeah, more like a
I've,
mirror.
I've dropped that whole approach of trying.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Many years,
I already felt
yeah,
relief when you said that.
many years ago, I stopped that whole approach of trying and just
Let me
you
be.
just do it.
Let me be me.
Just
Be you.
Being is not the
Yeah.
same as
Yeah.
trying to be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Let
just
me
don't
be.
don't try. Just be that which you are.
Express
You know
yourself.
what? I have a last very short question
Uh-oh.
I
to
love it.
wrap this whole thing up. Then, is just being a form of spirituality?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Being,
So
yes.
this, I'm a Gemini, so my whole thing
Oh,
is
no.
about.
Oh, yes.
My whole thing is about being a
Battle.
messenger and communication and words and what they mean and how they're interpreted and who's interpreting it from where and what. This is this has been my blessing and curse at the same time. Is spirituality the same as being?
No.
What's the
not,
question?
Not the same.
What's the
No,
question?
I
Okay.
said,
Being.
is being a form of spirituality?
So is be yes.
Yes, because exist
Yes.
is spirituality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I am a
Existing.
spirit being something.
Yes.
Okay.
We have a
You're a
spirit.
spirit being.
That was tricky. I
If
really
there is a spirit, you already are.
Well, but the thing is, we are spirit beings.
Yes.
Exactly.
So the thing, so that's a form of spiritual. That is your spirituality
We're in
on
agreement.
display.
We agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this today will end our podcast. We were able to come across and combine our points of views and came to the same conclusion. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did.
We
And-
did.
We did.
Well,
We did.
and we will see you very, very soon and hear you, hopefully, or you us. depending on perspective.
Of being.
Of being.
Good night and good luck.